Today, I went crazy again. We got a request for Papa John's, and Papa John's was one of my favorite pizza places as far as fast food pizza goes. And I got a little crazy when I ordered today. So I have no idea if this is going to be even possible. Like, this is ridiculous, but we're gonna give it a shot. Let's see if we can do it. Glad you could join me for another meal on grimmyeatworld. Today's meal is a requested meal of Papa John's. Now, I went a little bit crazy because, in my opinion, Papa John's actual pizza is the best fast food pizza. And I went a little crazy because they have a lot of different stuff than when I went there before. They didn't have the papadillas or these Papa Bites. And, of course, got to try the wings. And I got garlic knots because, well, I'm just a little dumb, I think. But we're about to have a giant meal, and I'm not even sure if I can do it today. This is a lot crazier looking at it. But let's get into it. I'm hungry and I'm ready to go. We got the Coke Zero Cherry. All right. Now, the one other thing that I did do today was, for the first time, I got anchovies to try. Because I've always wanted to try them on pizza, but I didn't want to get a whole pizza, so I just got a side of anchovies. They smell like fish. They're not bad, but they basically taste like the beach. They're very salty. I think sardines have a little bit more flavor than these. But I'm gonna put the rest of those on a slice of pizza, which, speaking of pizza, that's obviously going to be the number one pick for today. Now, I got the Philly cheesesteak pizza, because apparently this one is one of the fan favorites. I'm not sure if I've had it before. I used to be a very avid buffalo chicken pizza, but I wanted to do something a little bit different today, and I could make this pizza and not alter anything, so I could track calories easy on this one. Let's get started. No, see, I really wanted this because it had ranch for the sauce of the pizza instead of red sauce. It came out pretty nice. I think the ranch soaked into the bread, though. It could use a little bit more ranch. I do have a little bit more ranch. Maybe that'll come into play. Maybe I should have got the buffalo chicken pizza just to test where Papa John's is now, because it's been like many years since I had Papa John's. They're not even in my area anymore. All right, so now Let's try a garlic knot. Seems pretty simple. Garlic knots are pretty common. Let's see how they taste. The bread is nice and soft. It's got a good garlic taste. It doesn't seem too greasy. It definitely is, but I also drove over 40 minutes to get back home. These hold up pretty well for being a fast food garlic knot. All right. Now we got their cheesy bread. Nothing too fancy, just bread with cheese. It definitely has a nice cheesy flavor. I wish I could have ate it all when it was hot, but it still is very good. Now, I'm going to try something I never had before, which is a jalapeno Pop-A-Bite, which basically just seems like a stuffed breadstick to me. But I have high hopes for these. Now, that was an end piece, so I think it had more bread than most of these other pieces, but the jalapeno is very flavorful. I think it could use more cheese, but like I said, that may just be because it was an end piece. Let's try another one. This one should have a better ratio of cheese to bread. Much better. Much better. Still think it could use more cheese, but I think almost everything could use more cheese. I've only ever been out-cheesed once, I think. All right. Now I got bone-in hot wings, and I got boneless chipotle honey. So let's give their standard hot wings a shot. Not bad. The buffalo is nice. The meat is juicy. I have no complaints. They're a bit small. But other than that, everything about them are as good as any other wings. I would gladly eat 100 of these. All right. Now we got, what was this? Honey chipotle boneless wing. I like the flavor, but like I just feel like the sauce isn't all around it. Has a very chicken nug kind of feel to it. A little bit different than a nugget. I do enjoy them. I just think it could use a little bit more sauce. All right. And now, I guess since we've tried everything else except for desserts, I will get into the first half. That way I have a little bit more room to work with here. So this is a buffalo chicken papadilla, which I guess is basically supposed to be like a quesadilla, except in a pizza crust, it looks like. But this is why I opted for this one, because this one just sounded so good. I do think it could use more cheese. But it's very good. It definitely doesn't hit like it did 5 or 6 or however many years ago it was since last time I had Papa John's. But it might have been because on the pizza, it's just more cheesy. But it's very good. It has the onions. The buffalo is a nice buffalo. They have a good buffalo sauce at Papa John's. See, I thought their buffalo pizza also used ranch sauce, but it said buffalo on the menu. All right. Now we're going to head back to the beginning. And it's time. It's time to try the anchovies. I do not want to make a mess of, you know what? I'm not going to dump it because that water is probably extra salty. I'm just going to put it right on. That way I don't get it all over everything. I think they come in olive oil. Wow, exactly 5 pieces. They really counted it out. All right. It's extra salty. Let's see how it goes. Because I may consider getting anchovy pizza in the future. Maybe if this goes well. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it, to be honest. The salty, fishy flavor just really overcrowds the pizza flavor. Heavily. Like, I think I would prefer it if it was a sardine. Sardines are not so harsh and salty. Of course, it just may be the source. Now it's time to start opening sauces. You know we got the garlic dipping sauce because it comes with the pizza. And that was how I originally fell in love with Papa John's, the garlic butter. That was the only way I would ever eat crust. Yeah, get away from it. All right, so I got the triple, or the trio of the sauce trio, which is just 3 different types of garlic sauce. What do we got? A roasted garlic parm, a garlic hot honey, and a creamy garlic pesto. So they all sound pretty good. Got 2 marinara, because I didn't even think that one came with the garlic knots, but I should have known. So let's see how the marinara tastes. I know I'm not normally a marinara guy, but it's always worth a shot, especially on something plain like a garlic knot. It tastes very average, I would say. It's not bad. It's not great. It just tastes like your average marinara, but like I said, I'm also not a very big marinara guy, so my word may not be the best word on marinara. Now, this should be interesting. Got their cheese. So let's see how the cheese sauce is. So see, the garlic knots will actually come through today because the garlic knots are perfect for taste testing sauces. It's interesting. This cheese almost tastes like if they made a nacho cheese out of American cheese. It's not bad, but I've never really had anything like it. Like, it has a little bit of spice to it, but it tastes like a creamy melted, like an American blend of cheese. Interesting. All right, we'll pop open a ranch. Ah, yes. Let's see how the Papa Ranch is. Their ranch is actually very flavorful. That's actually really good. Now, it tastes like any other ranch, but it's very flavorful. I do like it. It's definitely a good dipper. Let's see, what else do we got here? The blue cheese I'm probably just going to use on the wings. That's not something I dip anything else in, so let's check out some of these bonus sauces. This one is the roasted garlic parm. I think I just blasted it forward. This one may be the best one, I think. Actually, I think they'll all be good, actually. They all sound good. The roasted garlic parm is very nice. I feel like I'm at Olive Garden now. I think this is the best dip so far. There's definitely room for these other two to come through too. That's really good. All right. And creamy garlic pesto. Now that I think about it, I do have some high hopes for this one because I do like pesto. Let's see how it came out. I think it might be too strong. It's very pesto-y, but I don't know. It doesn't taste bad. I'm not sure. It tastes like very vinegary, or like the greens of the pesto are very strong. Not as good as I had hoped for that one. And the hot honey garlic. Is it hot honey? It is hot honey. It's hot honey garlic. Whoa. Well, I guess it's hot honey. Makes sense. I don't know what I was thinking. All right. I think this is my first time doing a hot honey. It tastes good, but it's pretty rare that I think honey is a good dip, to be perfectly honest. I think if you do appreciate hot honey, this definitely probably comes through, because you do get both the spice and the garlic flavor along with a decent honey flavor. But I think the honey could be improved. And it's really just, it's not really my type of thing, I'm guessing, because nothing really tastes bad. Can you chill? Yeah, the hot honey garlic tasted, all the flavors came together well, but it's just a not for me thing, I believe. Well, I guess there's only one left, so I'm gonna use the blue cheese. And then all our sauces will be open. All right. Final garlic knot to try the blue cheese. This could go potentially bad. Blue cheese that's not good is very bad. I think this is one of the first times I've had a blue cheese that is in the very average area. Usually a blue cheese is either very good or absolutely gross. All right. Let's get rid of this garbage. Let's get the sauces kind of out of the way here. Yeah, I guess that the little tray that the garlic knots were in definitely is greasy now that they're not in it. So I think a lot of this stuff comes greasy, but just from the time in my car getting back here, it all kind of went away. All right. Now, I think of all of these sauces, that roasted garlic is probably my favorite. All right. Oh, it is currently 1 o'clock, I guess, or is around the time I started. Probably a little bit before 1. Ah, yeah, the clock is back there. So I guess I don't need to present the phone today. That's okay. All right. Yeah, what do I want? Where do I want to move now? Let's do another piece of pizza. Because we got to do the pepper bite, right? Got our slice of pizza, and then we bite the pepper. Oh, well. Now let's add some ranch. This is blue cheese. Yeah, I should have got it with extra sauce. I'm actually surprised they put ranch on the Philly cheesesteak, though. It doesn't make too much sense to me. But it is a big reason why I got it. Get some ranch on the cheese. Ranch just goes good on everything. All right. So I was considering getting the whatever, the pepperoni dipper or whatever they had, but I don't know. I just didn't want to commit to a 2,500 calorie large pizza just because it was cut like this, and because it came with the trio. I just paid the $3 for the trio. No big deal. All right, this comes with the marinara. Yeah, this marinara is definitely overpowering. It's like the way I see it, you get this, and I think this piece maybe 1,500 calories. So you're getting all these calories from that cheese. So I better be tasting cheese. Like, I don't want to taste marinara sauce and nothing else. Just a waste of eating a bunch of cheese. You just get bread to dip marinara. All right. You know what? We'll get through the appetizers. Now, these are supposed to come with ranch. So let's see how they do. I think it goes okay with ranch. I'm going to try the goofy cheese. I think, for some reason, I think this will actually be okay. That cheese does actually work with these pretty well. I think this garlic stuff will go with everything, though, to be honest. Just like the garlic butter. The garlic butter can go on anything. And so can that roasted garlic. This should be interesting. The hot honey. It's just not for me. Honestly, I think it's the honey itself. The other things seem fine, I believe. But the honey itself just, I don't know what it is. It's too thin or something. I'm not sure. It just doesn't taste like good honey. Yeah, the blue cheese isn't bad. Some cheese on cheese action. One thing I'll say about the cheese is I'll probably never get it again, but like, it's not bad. All right. I think if the pesto doesn't help here, the pesto isn't helping. pesto isn't bad for this. The pesto on the cheesy bread, probably the best thing you're going to get out of the pesto, to be honest. Well, let's see. Let's see if the pesto will work on the pizza. It does do okay. There's just better alternatives. So unfortunately, I would say, of the sauce trio, roasted garlic would be the only one I would ever get again. The cheese sauce goes really well with this. All right, so last episode, I believe I made the vote what you felt about the camera style, because the last time I used a different camera lens. Now, this vote is going to kind of go in conjunction with that one, because using that lens, it puts the camera farther away from me and does a few other things that I'm going to have to recalibrate everything if I want to start using that lens. But I did like the detail that came through. However, using that lens, holding food up to the camera doesn't work as well as the lens that I'm using now. So, this episode's vote is going to be, how important is the food close-ups to you? Do you like the food close-ups? Am I just wasting my time doing food close-ups? I know I've had complaints about the food close-ups and never anything good said about it, but that doesn't necessarily mean nobody likes it. Let's turn this up. All right, so we're getting into the wings here. Now, are they all? I only got one flat. What a pain in the butt. I'm okay with the blue cheese. It's very mid-flavored blue cheese, which I've never experienced before. But it works. It works. To be honest, the sauce on these is really all those need. Because I think that the Chipotle What was it? Honey chipotle? The honey chipotle sauce actually is very nice by itself. Mm. I'll tell you what, I was super excited for this. I don't know, I feel like all of the fast food pizza, I'm always so excited for. I'm excited for pizza, to be honest. But like the fast food pizza chains nowadays just have so much other stuff going on, like papadillas, and obviously they all have some pretty good desserts too. It's just like, they're very exciting meals to get, I think. Between the pizza and everything else they got. Now, I would always say that local pizza shops do pizza better. Is that something any of you are interested in seeing? Local pizza shops? Because I will do local joints. Seems like everybody wants the fast food and stuff because everybody knows what it is. But I would be delighted to do local places too. There's a place nearby that does a pizza. It's called the Peppa Pig. Basically, it's every type of pork-based meat, but not just like normal pizza meat, like ham and stuff. Like it does have ham and bacon and whatnot, but it also has like pork belly on it. I think it has prosciutto on it. Like it has, they go all out for it. All right, let's see if we can find something else that these are good in. Ooh, maybe these are good for the hot honey. It was better, but I think the hot honey is just out for me. Let's see. Yeah, they send their wings with ranch. But you can never go wrong with ranch. This might finish up the cheese. Oh. I don't know, I got these heating pads on and it feels like the only thing that's staying warm is the sauces. Like, how does garlic butter taste good on wings? But it does. The pesto. These two are just losers. I guess long live the ranch. All right, now it's time to clean the hands a little bit. All right. What next? My hands are still a little bit of a mess, but much better. I think in honor of opening the second ranch, it's time to finish the second half of the papadilla. The ranch really just makes it better. The ranch does also come with this. Yeah. The buffalo papadilla with the ranch was just glorious. Oh. All right. Now we'll clean out some of these bottoms of the sauces. The lovely, lovely roasted garlic. I'm trying to rush my way to dessert. You gotta try the roasted garlic. So my mouth is starting to dry out now. The salt is catching up to me. All right, let's make some adjustments here. Wasn't the best adjustment, I guess. That'll work. I actually can't believe I got this far, to be honest with you. That was a lot of food. We're far enough now. The marinara sauce tastes good. Where are we at? All right, hopefully this garlic butter will last. Now, my big question is why, when we did Pizza Hut, everything got so crispy from sitting on the mat, but nothing here got crispy like that. Is Pizza Hut just naturally more crispy? I'm eagerly anticipating dessert. And this one piece is the only thing that stands in the way of me and dessert. And we made it. Oh no. No milk. Anyone grab me some milk? Should be one right there, two left. Probably facing the wrong way. Thank you. All right, so we got some milk. I might have to finish that. That way the milk can stay cold in the ice. The milk will just be cold enough. All right. So what do we have here? Some Oreo Papa Bites. These should be pretty good. They're very bready. And they're definitely very bready. But it's almost like a an Oreo cinnamon roll. It's very similar to something of that style. I think the bread is just very overpowering. So I guess if you hover on the area of things are too sweet for you, these might be for you. Because they have the Oreo flavor and they have a little bit of frosting on them, but by no means are they too sweet. They're very, very bread heavy. This should help me. Well, those were the two breadiest pieces, so. This should be the one. This is a standard piece without being an end bread piece. If this one doesn't do it, I would say pass. I would say they're not bad. They do have a decent Oreo flavor, but like the yumminess of the Oreo and even the dip is just so overpowered by the thick bread that they're in. Like, I guess the best way I can really describe them is it's like they're trying to be a cinnamon bun, except they're not using cinnamon bun bread. They're just using regular bread and like, well, this will work, right? Well, it doesn't. If you're going to do a cinnamon bun, make a cinnamon bun. But I guess they already have the cinnamon pull-aparts. Maybe they should have just put Oreos in their cinnamon pull-aparts. That probably would have been the best option. Actually, I don't know. Their cinnamon pull-aparts might just be these two. I don't think I ever had them. Now, this is going to be the real thing. Last time I had one of these was long before I ever tried crumble. So will this hold up? Will crumble have ruined me for this? I don't know. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried it's going to be a letdown because I know it's not going to be crumble. But hopefully it'll still be good. It's good. But this is just your average cookie pie, I suppose. It's a good cookie pie, but crumble has ruined it. I feel like there's just more that could be desired from the icing. It's not super flavorful. You know what? I think the problem was I was expecting cream cheese icing, but I don't think it says cream cheese icing. I think it just is icing. So that may be where my head's at. But I don't know, it has this flavor. It's like there's just something about it. It just tastes like it came from a pizza shop. And I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, I don't know how to put my finger on the flavor that it's giving off. I guess it really isn't. It just tastes like a very standard icing. Ta-dum! Alrighty. This is great. This is perfect. I'll tell you what, I'm surprised I got through that. That was kind of a lot of food. Another pizza shop. Another full menu, basically. Something from each section of the menu anyway. And then some. Well, that was Papa John's. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, especially for the request. That milk is delicious right now, but that was absolutely fantastic. Everything short of a couple of the sauces that didn't really stack up like I had hoped. Everything came out pretty wonderfully. Now, right now, in my head, I think that I would, as far as pizza places go, I don't know. I think we probably, it's a tough call. I kind of want to give it to Domino's. Probably Domino's, then Papa John's, then Pizza Hut. Like, there's a lot of items that go back and forth, but like at Domino's, I know I love their Philly cheesesteak sandwich. And the lava cakes just is like, they just win the lava cake so hard because like Papa John's, you have to get like a whole dessert, like a family dessert. You can get just one lava cake at Domino's, which is, it's just nice to have the option to just treat yourself and not an entire family. I'm trying to think, I'm not sure. I don't think Pizza Hut really had individual options like that either for dessert, but I can't remember. But I think Domino's, I think Papa John's does have the better actual pizza. I think it is closer to like pizza place pizza. But that could also just be a preference thing. I like that. I like that style of pizza. But Papa John's was fantastic. I'm glad I got to try a bunch of the new stuff. Glad I got to do a request. Definitely a lot of food. But the day's not over. It's 2 o'clock now. So it's been about an hour since I realized I didn't say what time it was. So it's probably been an hour, 20 minutes, I would probably say. But we're not done yet. Going to be doing snack later tonight. And that will finally be the end of the things in my closet. I have a few more things in the closet, but they have very specific reasons and very specific purposes. Unlike all the other stuff was just kind of stuff. So the last of the just random stuff is done today. And then, I don't know what then. We'll figure it out. And that's how I want it. I want it to be a figure it out. I don't want to have to worry about dealing with cleaning out the closet or dealing with this or that. I just have a requested meal and then I have whatever I feel like eating later. So that's going to be the general plan for a lot of episodes from here on out. The request portion and the whatever I feel like eating later portion. So I will see you for tonight's snack. If I can handle it, which I think I can. I feel fine. So I'm pretty sure I'm good for snack today. So I'll see you at snack. What in the world will I eat next? 10,000 calories at Papa John's. I should have said that at the beginning when it mattered. There's not 10,000 calories at Papa John's here anymore. There was. Now there's 10,000 calories at Papa John's here. That was easier than I thought it'd be.